Hey guys, Old Guy Gaming here, back again with another MTG Arena video, and tonight we're going to be doing the second half of our, I hit the mic and everything, of our Planeswalker deck challenge with Dovin's Tactics. So if in case you didn't didn't catch the first one, which is Dramir's deck, I will explain for those of you that are only Arena-only players. There's a paper game to this. It actually plays on the table with friends and family, and they sell, for each new set, they always come up with 2 Planeswalker decks, which come with Planeswalker deck-specific cards, including 1 Planeswalker per deck. And inside those, they have these, which I'll hide the code, not that I don't think you can claim it. You get little claiming cards that allow you to claim the deck that you've purchased in Arena. It's a fantastic trend that I hope the Wizards continues to do. They already do it now for pre-release kits. They did it for the gift pack. So, I know that they had specific cards that came in the gift pack alone, as well as the lands that were specific to those gift packs. I know they did it with the Dramir, the Guildgates package. I know they did those. I think it's a trend that I'd like to see Wizards continue to do. I could see them going into things like bundles, or Deckwalker's toolkit, or Deck Builder's toolkits, or booster boxes, where if you purchase a booster box in paper, you get a redeeming card that you can claim for 36 cards on Arena. Now, I don't know that I want to see that like Pokemon does it, where there's a redeeming card in every booster pack. I don't know that I'd go that far, but I definitely can see you rewarding for not only playing the paper game as well as the digital. So, anyway, whenever you turn in that code, this cool little graphic shows up. I got Dovin's Tactics. And I'll be playing on my account, not my son's account, because our goal is to battle these 2 decks together in the next video to see which one of the 2 Planeswalker decks match up and do better. I have a feeling he's got his. So let's go see what's in this deck, shall we? So they hid his all the way below. Now mine, are they all the way at the bottom? Way too many decks. Come on, where is it? Where is it? Okay, I'm back. Now, I don't know if I missed it the first time I've gone around. I could have sworn this wasn't here, but here's the deck. Weird that they put it all the way down here. Normally when you make new decks, they put it towards the front, but darned if I could find that deck. But let's go take a look inside the contents of the deck, shall we? Okay, so Esther Zeal, target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn, and if you play, this is going off of the addendum mechanic that I don't rarely see a ton of people playing. If you cast a spell during your main phase, that creature gains flying until end of turn as well. Elite Asserter, tap 1 creature. This could be interesting. You could be tapping creatures on your opponent's turn, hey, that creature that I don't want to attack me, it's tapped. So I can see this being super annoying. Concordia Pegasus is a 1/3 flyer. That's about it. This is basically equivalent of the white equivalent of a bear, almost. Prowling Caracal. The exact opposite, except this one flies and that one doesn't. Both came for the same casting cost. Interesting. Summary Judgment deals 3 damage to target tapped creature, and if you play this in your main phase, it deals 5 damage to that creature instead. I could see that being useful. 10th, District Veteran. Vigilance. When 10th District Veterans enter attacks, untap target creature you control. I can see that being useful. Unbreakable Formation. Seeing a lot of this lately in the mono white decks, and you get one quote unquote for free coming out of the Planeswalker deck. Creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. If this is cast during your main phase, put a +1/+1 counter on each of those creatures, and they gain vigilance until end of turn as well. So I'm kind of seeing where this one's going. This is a whole bunch of evasion creatures and combat tricks to get them in. Code of Constraint. Target creature gets -4/-0 until end of turn and draw a card. If this spell was cast in your main phase, tap that creature and it doesn't untap until its controller's next end step. Senate Courier. 1/4 flying, and Senate Courier gains vigilance until end of turn. It's a wall. Verity Circle, another rare coming out of Ravnica Allegiance. Whenever a creature an opponent controls becomes tapped, if it isn't being declared as an attacker, you may draw a card. So all the ones that tap for abilities, you get to draw cards off of it. And worst case scenario, you can tap a creature without flying. You can spend 5 mana to draw a card. That I do like. Spirit of Spires. It's a 2/4 flyer, and all other creatures you control with flying gain +0/+1. I see where this is going. So Dovin's Dismissal, this is the Planeswalker only rares. It's specifically built around getting that Planeswalker into your hand. Put up to one target tapped creature on top of its owner's library. You may search your library and or graveyard for a card named Dovin, Architect of Law, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Each of these Planeswalkers decks come with, because it only comes with the one Planeswalker, come with two other methods to try to get that Planeswalker into your hand or back into your hand, one way or the other. Sphinx's Insight, I've seen this played before. It's 4 mana, draw 2 cards, and if you cast this during your main phase, you gain 2 life as well. Dovin's Automaton, this is, again, the Planeswalker only kind of card. As long as you control the Dovin Planeswalker, the Automaton gets +2/+2 and has Vigilance. Chillbringer, 3/3 flyer. When Chillbringer enters the battlefield, tap target creature an opponent controls. It doesn't tap. You see where this is going? This is just tapping down a bunch of your creatures. So this is an Azorius aggro deck for all intents and purposes, but it's tapping down all your your opponent's creatures, so they don't have the chance to block. Windstorm Drake is 3/3. Other creatures you control with flying get +0/+1. So there's sort of an Anthem effect going on. There are sort of lords in this deck, semi. Azorius Knight-Arbiter, 2/5 with Vigilance, and it can't be blocked. That's pretty nice. Wish it was bigger, but there are ways to obviously make them bigger. And of course, you get the 6 mana cost Planeswalker with 5 loyalty. His +1 is going to be you gain 2 life and draw a card. His -1 tap target creature. It does not tap during its unstep. You see where this is going. This is keeping all these creatures tapped down. And his ultimate, tap all permanents an opponent controls. That player skips their next untap phase. Ooh, that includes mana, by the way, just for the record. And the mana base is pretty straightforward. 12 plains, 10 islands, and 4 Azorius Guildgates. So let's go and play this deck. I could see this being some fun. No, we're not going to take that to ranked. Not that deck, sister. There it is. Yeah, this deck's going to get brutalized in ranked play, but in fun, casual play, hopefully it'll match us up against like-minded individuals who are not playing super hyper-competitive decks, but are playing more decks for fun, to enjoy the game of Magic. That's what these are really about, in my opinion. I know I said this in the previous video, so if you watch that, you're going to hear a repeat of it, but that is how my family and I do it here at home. Like, we keep a lot of these Planeswalker decks just sitting around. We go to Card Kingdom, a second free plug for Card Kingdom, who builds a whole bunch of really cheapy decks, but they're pre-built, and you can just literally just take them out of the box and play. They're not hyper-competitive. We are not taking this one because we do not have the mana. We will Mulligan. That's better. But they are pre-built. They all have their own kind of theme going along with them. I think we're good on mana. They have their own theme, and they're just really kind of designed to play against each other just for fun, casual, kitchen table Magic. Let's play the Plains. Be a gentleman and say hello. Johnny's welcome. We're going to go ahead and take the top land and say go. No, I'm not going to attack with my 0/3. As funny as it would be. What's he got? Ah. Why is it the first game I play with every Planeswalker deck I get in a Johnny's Pridemate? Why does that work that way? That's okay. That at Johnny's is never going to attack if I have anything to say about it. We're going to drop the other Guildgate. And we're going to do this on his first main phase to tap his Ajani's. Tap the old Pridemate. Yes, 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 you have a very big creature. Oh, now he's got another. Well, that's not fair. Oh, I should hit Resolve All. They did follow my suggestion and add a Resolve All. I'm sure I had nothing to do with that. Aww. Boo. Well, we see where this one's going rather quickly. I'm not even going to be able to survive that. Ugh. Yeah, I think this one's over. It's one of the things these decks do not handle well is other creatures. Like, they have no removal built into the deck. It's really kind of what I'm getting at. Call to the Feast. Look at all the life gain we've got. That's a whole bunch of happy Johnny Pridesmen, let me tell you. I applaud you, good sir. Sure, I have to keep continuing this? Really? Okay. Would I rather take 12 or 11? I think I'll take 11. My goodness. Oh, that's lovely. That's not going to help me at all. Yeah, we're dead. Like, really dead? Great combination. Two of Johnny's welcomes, and Call to the Feast. Very nice. We are going to say good game. We're going to block that 12. It seems we are set to the same fate. Every time I play a Planeswalkers deck, I get into Johnnies that I can't handle. Oh, it is what it is. I didn't attack. I did nothing that turn. Okay. Okay, we're going to try this again. We're going to make this happen. It was really brutal. Like, a regular deck would have been like, no, I'm going to shock that to Johnny's before it comes down, or I'm going to cast it down, or I'm going to Vraska's Contempt it. Like, they would never, like, a more competitive deck would have answers for that. But unfortunately, the Planeswalkers decks, they're like, no, you just kind of got to deal with that. Which it can't. I mean, there are cards later in the, I guess, later in the deck that allow it to tap those creatures down, and so they don't, you know, untap. That stinks. Come on. I am noticing this quite a bit. I don't know if anyone else is getting the same thing. Whenever you're just doing the play mode, just for fun games like this, I'll do that for when I'm grinding out some of my dailies where it's decks that aren't super competitive. I'll just play in the regular ones and just play my fun decks. And sometimes it takes a bit. Okay, not liking that I don't have any blue mana. But I see a clear path on what we can do. So we're going to go ahead and keep this. Got a whole bunch of flying creatures. I mean, on curve, this could be really good. I just need one blue mana to make it all work. And my opponent to say, go ahead. One or the other. Neon Cat. That's a cool name. Come on, Neon Cat. You can do it. I believe in you. Really, I do. Come on. What can I interact with? Oh, he took that long to decide if he was going to mulligan or not? Really? Can the flowers move? No, nothing. Oh, come on. Yay, finally. All that to drop a plane. Well, this is going to get tiring quickly. Still need the blue mana. I've got everything I really, really want except blue mana. Foul Orchard. I wonder if we're playing the old Vraska's Planeswalker deck. This one right here. It looks like it could be a possibility. There's the blue mana we needed. We're going to hold off. So let's go with... Yeah, let's start some of our Anthem affecting here. Because if I know this deck well enough, it's a whole bunch of the Fungus Among Us, the Sprawlings. And they get really, really big really, really quick. Foul Orchard. Yeah, I think that's what this is. I think we're playing the other Planeswalker deck. That's awesome. You'll be my next. Start bumping up the damage here. You got all the tap lands. So I often think to myself, so, and this is why I'm kind of taking it easy on Neon Cat here. Ooh. That's kind of scary. So I'm taking it easy on Neon Cat because I myself will let my children play the Planeswalker decks that they're used to here on Arena. So it would not surprise me in the least that if we were... I'm really debating that. Yeah, let's do that. And let's go in for some damage. My creatures already have flying. So anyway, so to get back into my train of thought, so it is entirely possible that the reason why the person on the other end of this one is taking so long, that it could be another child on the other side doing the same thing that we do in our family, where my kids come down and play on the decks that they know because they play them on paper, so they have them here in Arena as well, so they know what the decks do. So I'm not going to be too critical. That's awesome. So I think I'm going to go in and get the damage in. So that way there, that even if he holds back the Demon of Catastrophes, I've got one of these guys is getting through for a kill. I'm even willing to take the damage from the Demon of Catastrophe. Love that card. Like I know and this goes back to the same casting cost with the what am I thinking? It was in every deck, the 6/6 flying trample with Surveil. Oh, just drawing a complete blank. Don't get old, kids. But I always thought this was a comparable card. Undercity Uprising. Again. Interesting. Yeah, I see what he did there. A Lenore Elf. Now, is he going to attack? Probably not. So now I've got to hold. I mean, I could attack. But I'm all out of tricks at this point. Doom Whisperer. That's exactly the card that I was thinking of. Now I'm in some trouble. Is he going to attack? Nope. And I will bring that back. And that should be game. Very good game. Just in case something crazy happens. Oh, come on, Neon Cat. You did fine so far. Ah, wouldn't let me get the killing stroke. Interesting deck. Would not have called that a completely newbie deck because it did have the Doom Whisperer in. Alright, let's see if we can get the old Planeswalker out. We kind of try to do this with each Planeswalker deck to at least see one of those Planeswalkers in play before we call it a night on this deck. Do you have kids at home? Do they play Magic? And how do you let them play Magic? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm really kind of interested to see if I'm the only crazy one that quite literally has like 25 decks sitting on the TV stand and when we're like, hey, let's play Magic, we just literally grab random decks out of the pack. Oh, today I'm playing the zombie deck. And it's mostly commons and uncommons, you know, jank rares, ones that aren't like, you know, the 25-cent rares that nobody ever plays. Those are the type of cards that go in there. Like the whole value of the entire deck's like $5. So if my kids, you know, gnaw them up on the dining room table or something like that, I'm not super concerned. But they're all sleeved. I am a bit, I'm a bit careful with them. Ooh, so we do have a method for getting our Dovin in our hand. Yeah, let's keep this. Let's see what happens. We're on the right track. So I do remember reading in the news from Magic that with the M20 set, they're going back to 4 Planeswalkers. I think we've played this deck before. They're going back to 4 Planeswalkers per release set, so that should be interesting, because that'll give me a whole bunch of fun to play with. Because, I mean, honestly, nothing just beats being able to just grab a deck and just throw it down on the table and play. Okay. Ajani's Pridemate. Oh, not another Ajani's. No! The bane of our existence, the Ajani Pridemates decks. I'm holding that. Shall I? Holy cow, this is... I'm going to hold off for one more turn here. Yeah, this one's getting out of hand quickly. So it's going to have to be Shalai and then... Oh, they're not tapped. They're not tapped. I can't do it. Yep. That's exactly what we're going to have to do. Set up our method for being able to get Shalai off the board. I think this is the enchantment deck. You can eat a kitty cat. Or kitty cat. So we're going to bounce her back to your hand. And we're going to pull our Dovin. And then, on his main phase, we're going to tap down the old Johnnies. Yeah, that is going to be a problem. Oh, I really want to do both. Not tapped, not tapped. Nope. How did I have enough mana for that before? I must have done something wrong on that. Yeah, you can eat that one. Sorry. Coughing yet again. Next. Yeah, no, I'm in some trouble here. There is a way around this. Shalai really screws this up, because I could just sit here and keep tapping the Ajani's down all day long, but unfortunately Shalai is going to be a problem. Everything in the kitchen sink at my Planswalker, you say? Yeah, this one's really over. Thank you. Get her off the board. I'm going to hold that, thank you. Main phase. I'm going to force him to pick away with me at little creatures. If he only has the one Shalai, I'm going to be fine, because then I'm just going to keep that pride. Alright, this is going to start getting out of hand now. So much for all the fun decks. No, I'm kidding. Although Shalai with History Benalia and Mentor the Meek, come on. As I say, I assume he's coming in. I might be able to sneak him in. Alright, alright. I mean, that Johnny's going to get really, really big, but it's just... I'm never going to let it attack. Oh my goodness. And all the methods I had to get my... Planeswalker back to my deck I've used, trying to stay alive. This is just a matter of time now. I'm probably going to be able to combat trick one of his creatures dead. Sure. Sure. Come on over. The water's fine. Oh, I totally misplayed that. You have to do it before, because even though he gains... Because even though I gave him flying, I should have done that before I declared my blocker, so I could have got him up in the air. That stinks. That's my own fault right there. All the land I need. Not. Okay. Yeah, this is only a matter of time now. He should probably have enough to beat me here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's going to be sufficient. I mean, he's got two gigantic creatures that I now can't... Like, I can only handle one of them. Oh, come on. I actually like... This is 9... Not the idea of not dying? I really wanted to block the life gain mechanic that he's got going to build that Johnny's up, but... Oh, well. Well, we at least got to cast the Planeswalker at least, but unfortunately... Yeah, that deck... Way more than we can handle Planeswalker deck style, so... Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed the video. How do you enjoy the Planeswalker decks? Do you get them? Do you play them? Do you enjoy them at all? Do you get them for the Planeswalkers only, or you just see them on the shelf and go, eh, not interested. I'm a pro gamer. I don't need those Planeswalker decks. Again, like, subscribe. It really does help the channels, guys. I really appreciate it. There is also a Patreon if you are so inclined. That is patreon.com/oldguygamingmtga. And until next video, we shall see you in the arena where not one, but two Planeswalker decks will battle against each other. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun, and I always love playing Magic with my kids, so it'll be great. Again, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and we shall see you in the arena. This video was brought to you in no small part by our patrons. If you would like to help out the channel, go to www.patreon.com/oldguygamingmtga, and thank you for your support.